Fast and Furious 5.
I recognize myself as, you know, living true to the tenets of it at age 16, and I've been Xing up ever since. The X is a symbol of straight edge.
I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't sleep around.
True with the purest revolution.
It is rock and roll as open wound. Music so heavy that Zeppelin seems light. So aggressive that Black Sabbath sounds like Sunday in church. But the band on stage and the young people gathered tonight are not just attending the turn-of-the-century equivalent of the high school mixer. They are here to further a concept, an idea, a movement, if you will, with its own modes of communication, its own codes, insignia, and anthems.
The reality that a lot of people don't want to accept is that, you know, most, young people are experimenting with drugs and alcohol. They are smoking cigarettes or, going to clubs and having one-night stands. What straight edge is a lifetime commitment to never drink alcohol, smoke cigarettes, take illegal drugs for escapism, or engage in promiscuous sexual behavior. And the point is to use our clear minds to try, on a personal level, to make the world more of a just and peaceful place.
The straight-edge kids know each other by a show of hands. The X that they wear was once a signal to bartenders that a patron was too young to drink. Now it's a potent symbol that tells the teenage world that the wearer doesn't believe in intoxication and irresponsibility, and does believe in a pure and healthy life, and the cleansing power of the angry music called hardcore.
And it's growing so rapidly, and it's on such a worldwide scale right now that it can be viewed as nothing less than a revolution.
Search the word straight edge on your computer and countless sites come up. It's one of the ways that straight-edge kids on every continent bypass the usual star-maker machinery of rock and roll, and what they see as the death-dealing advertising of big business. Many seek refuge from parents who themselves have problems with alcohol and drugs. And there are no giant record companies, no press agents, no copyright on the straight-edge brand. The movement is like rock when rock was new. It's of the kids, by the kids, and for the kids. Just because you haven't heard of it doesn't mean that straight edge is something new. As near as anybody could tell me, back in 1980, a band called Minor Threat put out one song with a plea for sanity from its audience.
I laugh at the thought of eating lewds. I laugh at the thought of sniffing glue. Always want to keep in touch, never want to use a crutch. I've got straight edge.
Terry Sheets, simply T to his friends, credits hearing these lyrics with changing him from a smoking, drinking 15-year-old punker to a healthy 19-year-old who, like many in straight edge, not only takes no dope, but also subscribes to a strict vegetarian diet.
I just didn't care. I didn't really care about what happened around me. I didn't care what I was doing to my body. I didn't care about what anybody thought about me. I started to think, well, there's got to be something better, and that something was straight edge.
But if the message is something that parents can love, why must the music be something that parents must hate?
Developmentally, they have to rebel on some level. They have to, for them to become a different generation.
Dr. Ken Ginsburg specializes in the health and development of teenagers.
As an adolescent specialist, I am really sick of adolescents continually being seen as the source of our problems rather than the resource for the future. We need our kids to point out loudly and clearly to us that they are the idealists and they are the future.
And while the message may not be clear to an older generation, it's clear enough for the kids to sing along. And no one can doubt. It's loud enough.
I'm not going to pick up an AK-47, I'd rather pick up a microphone, and scream it out.
Straight edge forever. Straight edge until I die.
Gerald Kolpan, Fox News.
Kind of makes you feel old. Coming up in weather, Frank has the latest